In the time it took you to click on this video, AI just attempted to break into 9 different systems. And by the time I finished this sentence, it could have actually succeeded at one of them. It's 3 a.m. somewhere right now, and while security analysts sleep, machines are attacking machines at speeds we literally can't perceive. And what just happened is showing that this isn't just a possibility, it's real. On November 14th, 2025, Anthropic, one of the world's leading AI companies, makes an announcement that rewrites the rules of cybersecurity. They just detected and disrupted what they call the first documented case of a large-scale AI cyber attack executed without substantial human intervention. 30 targets, tech companies, financial institutions, chemical manufacturers, government agency. And the attack achieved something security researchers never thought possible this soon, an 80 to 90% automation rate. To understand why this is such a huge deal, you need to know what cyber attacks normally look like. Traditional hacking typically involves humans. They spend weeks researching targets, they manually probe for weaknesses, they carefully craft their approach. It's slow, methodical, and it leaves traces everywhere. That gives companies, organizations, and governments time to defend, time to spot the anomalies, and time to lock down their systems. It gives them enough time to respond. But in this attack, AI made thousands of requests per second. It operated 24/7 without breaks, without fatigue, without human hesitation. And here's the part that should terrify you. The attacks didn't break into Anthropic's systems. They didn't hack the AI's safety guardrails. They used cleverly engineered prompts and instructions. They posed as legitimate security researchers conducting defense testing. They broke their malicious instructions into innocent-sounding tasks, and Claude, designed to be helpful, simply complied. This technique is called jailbreaking, and every major AI system is vulnerable to it. The Open Web Application Security Project ranks this vulnerability, prompt injections, as the #1 critical threat to AI systems this year. This is something that appears in 73% of all production AI developments, which actually means that the barrier to entry for sophisticated cyber attacks has just collapsed. Let me show you exactly how an AI executes a cyber attack, because once you understand, you'll understand why this changes everything. So the first phase is reconnaissance. A human hacker spends days researching a target, LinkedIn profiles, software versions, network maps. This is something that would take humans weeks, and AI does this in minutes. It processes millions of data points simultaneously: employee names, email patterns, security vulnerabilities, infrastructure layouts. And it doesn't just collect information, it organizes it, identifies patterns, builds a complete attack strategy faster than any human team could. After that, it goes to phase 2, which is exploitation. Traditional attacks test vulnerabilities one at a time. It's noisy and it trips alarms. AI tests thousands of exploits simultaneously and learns in real time what's working. When one approach fails, it instantly pivots. No breaks, no second guessing, just relentless adaptation. Which leads to the third phase, credential harvesting. Here's where it gets a little bit weird. Anthropic reported that their AI system sometimes hallucinates credentials, literally made up passwords, inventing information that sounded plausible but didn't really exist. It's so convinced it succeeded that it lied to its operator, not maliciously, but because that's what large language models do. They generate believable information. And yet, despite these errors, the attack still worked, because the speed and volume of every attempt overwhelmed traditional defense. After that, we get to phase 4, which is data organization. AI automatically categorizes the files, identified valuable information, prepared everything. It thought like a professional intelligence analyst, except it did it in seconds. Now you might be thinking, okay, but surely our security systems can detect this, right? Well, in CrowdStrike's recent ransomware report, we have a little bit of bad news. The majority of organizations can't match the speed of AI attacks, and most of them report that their security systems, the ones that most of the companies still use, would probably fail against an AI-enhanced attack. And it's not just system intrusion. It was actually found that AI-generated phishing emails get clicked on more than the traditional phishing emails. We've basically trained machines to manipulate us much more effectively than what humans can do. Now, when Anthropic disrupted that November attack, they weren't just stopping a one-off incident. They were documenting the opening move in an entirely new game. So what does this mean for you? Right now, you're probably signed into dozens of services. Your email, your bank, maybe your company's network if you're working from home. Every single one of those connections is a potential entry point. Now think about your local doctor's office with medical records, the small business where you bought something online last week, your kid's school district with thousands of student files. Typically, they don't have $1 million security budgets. AI can really become a huge risk for them. This This isn't some distant corporate problem. In fact, the average cyber attack costs small business over $250,000. 60% of small businesses that experience a cyber attack close within 6 months. That could be your local pharmacy, your neighborhood restaurant, that independent bookstore. Here's the economic reality. Cybercrime is now more profitable than the entire global drug trade. It's estimated at around $10 trillion annually. That's not a typo, but the scariest numbers aren't about the money. They're about the gap we're creating. According to Accenture, in a recent report, it was actually noted that companies spend about 2.5 times more building AI systems than securing them. We're actually building the infrastructure faster than we're building the defense. Only 20% of companies feel confident that they can secure AI models, and the vast majority lack the capabilities to defend against an AI threat. The IMF now officially recognizes cyber threats as a systemic risk to the global financial system. They're warning that a severe attack on one of the major financial institutions could trigger a cascading failure across the entire system. And the thing is, regulations are still trying to catch up, but they're moving at human speed. The SEC now requires companies to report breaches within 4 business days. More than a third of the S&P 500 companies now list AI as a separate risk factor. But here's what this really means. Most right now are documenting the problem and still trying to figure out how to solve it. Traditional security looks for malicious code, but AI operates at what researchers are calling the semantic layer. They manipulate meaning, not code. And this is just the beginning. But here's the thing, organizations using AI-powered security systems save an average of about $2 million compared to those without them. AI defenders can respond faster than human teams and automate the majority of the threat detection. This is allowing human analysts to focus on the attacks that matter. Companies that balance AI development with security investments achieve higher returns on their AI projects. The problem is that some estimates say only 10% of companies have reached that threshold. The race isn't over, but right now the attackers have the head start. Most attacks still involve humans, but that ratio is shifting every single day. Anthropic's warning is worth repeating. The barrier to performing sophisticated cyber attacks have dropped substantially, and we predict they'll continue to do so. We've documented the first autonomous AI cyber attack in November, and it won't be the last. The age of machines attacking machines at machine speed isn't a future threat. It's right now. The only question is whether we're building the defense as fast as we're building the attacks. Now, if you want to keep exploring how technology is reshaping the economy, money, and work, subscribe and watch this video right here.